Shalom, shalom. I'm going to start by giving our praises to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. My name is Brother Napak from the Camp Prophets in Babylon here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honor to elders and apostles, a great millstone, peace and blessings to those who elect. And I want to get into a short, quick lesson on this whole Buffalo, shooter accident, what happened, a few months ago. So basically they have the dude in court now, who did it. And it says a Buffalo supermarket shooter, 19, cries in court and apologizes to victims' families as he's sentenced to life. Judge tells him he will never see the light of day. So you see it and you have this devil face, man, forcing out tears, so people could feel bad for him, man. All right. Now, Esau, as a nation, they always have that serpent, their serpent ways into them to be able to beguile and deceive many. All right. And this is what you see him doing now, man. All right. Try to deceive many, where his eyes weep, He tried to weep his eyes, to weep with his eyes to make it seem like he sincerely and genuinely feel bad, man. But here you go. I'm gonna show you this video. I'm just gonna have to continue on with the class, this lesson.
I'm very sorry for all the pain I forced the victims and their families to suffer through. I'm very sorry for stealing the lives of your loved ones. I cannot express how much I regret all the decisions I made leading up to my actions on May 14th. I did a terrible thing that day. I shot and killed people because they were black. Looking back now, I can't believe I actually did it. I believed what I read online and acted out of hate. I know I can't take it back, but I wish I could. And I don't want anyone to be inspired by me and what I did. You don't mean that out of here! You don't mean that.
So as you see it, man, this devil is weeping his eyes, and forcing out tears and telling lies, man. All right. And Trump will really, he got a script to read, and to apologize to the victims of the families that he killed, and he's reading out that script and playing his role, man. Esau's a good actor. Esau knows how to act, man. When it comes to be able to deceive and beguile many, that's Esau's, that's his talent, man. And to get this real quick, it says Psalm chapter 58. Psalm chapter 58 and verse 3 says, "The wicked are exchanged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies." All right. So like I said, man, the wicked are exchanged from the womb, man. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies, man. All right. So right as they're born, man, they speak lies, man. All right. They're wicked from right when they come out of the womb, man. This devil has that nature, that devilish, demonic nature, to do that, from the beginning, man, since he was born, man. All right. You know, because a lot of these devils, man, they really don't like us, man. All right, all these devils don't like us, man. It's a part of their nature. It's a part, of them, man. Their spirit, their spirit, you know, don't like Jake's spirit, man. They don't like Jake's spirit, man. All right. Now you have this guy in here speaking lies and telling lies, you know, and using his mouth, words as smooth as butter, even forcing out his own tears, to still deceive many. All right, to still make it seem like as if he cared or if he cared, you know. But yeah, man. From the beginning, he was wicked. From the beginning, he done wickedness and he was lying. You know, that's the same thing with all these devils, man. All right, and you can see it with his face, man. Trying to force out them tears, man. All right, trying to force out them tears, bring out them tears as much as possible. But really, man, he doesn't mean anything that he said. All right, he doesn't mean anything that he just said, man. But to go back to also go to this comment as I seen it, I was looking at the comments. And you have Jake, man. You got Jake. Jake is as simple as ever, simple and retarded and sottish as ever, man. All right. Now you look at his page. It's a young Jake. In his comment, it says, Jesus told us to forgive one another. This man has sinned, and we have all sinned against God. We should forgive him for what he has done. Turn to Jesus. He is the way, the truth, and the life. God bless everyone seeing this comment. All right, and it just shows you how childish and stupid our people are, man. All right, that this man right here has killed, many, of our own people. That supermarket, the Buffalo supermarket, you know, and you still got Jake, still trying to play, peacemaker and shit, man. You know, and forgive this guy. No, this is our enemy, man. All right, from the beginning, these guys put us into captivity, and slavery. All right, and even now, you still got these guys that come out and they kill us. You know, even to this day, man, you still have sunset cities, man, where you can't even go out at nighttime, man. Where Jake can't go out at nighttime, or they're gonna be hung on a tree somewhere. All right, these are the devils. This is the devil the Bible speaks of, man. And you got Jake that's still trying to take up for him. All right, you still got Jake that's still trying to take up for him, man. You know, after this guy done shot plenty of our own people, plenty of Jake, you know, not caring if they were old or young, you know, he didn't care, man. He showed no mercy. All right, and as you seen, if you watched the video at that Buffalo supermarket when he was on live stream, you know, he came across a Edomite or a supposed Edomite that looked like one. All right, and he was like, he looked at him. And he said, "Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, sorry, sorry." And then he turned and he moved on from that guy, man, and let that guy live. His only objective was to kill so-called black people, man. That was his only objective, you know. And you still got our people in the comments saying, "Forgive this guy, man." All right, they don't seek no justice for what was done in that Buffalo supermarket, man. But our own people, man, are sorry enough to sit in the comments and say, "Oh, the Lord said forgive." No, man, and he doesn't understand what the Lord mean by forgive and forget, man. You know, with your own brethren, you know, not these damn devils, man. We can't forgive or forget what these damn devils done it to us, man. They're still doing it to this day. You know, how can you forget it if it's still happening to this day, man? All right, you know. But to get this real quick, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 1, or Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness." All right. So you're never supposed to trust your enemy, man. All right. If you can never trust the enemy, which is Esau, Edom, you know, and these heathens, you know, how can you even forgive them? How can you forget it? You know what I'm saying? Once you start to forget about the things they done and you start trusting them again, that's when they're gonna try you again, man. All right. And Jake is just, you know, anything, you know, Esau says, you know, and, even if it be a lie or not, you know what I'm saying, Jake is gonna try and, and forgive Esau for what he did or whatever, and try and make peace again. But Esau really, that's not Esau's objective. Esau never wanted to make peace with us, man. Esau wants to exterminate us to this day. All right. And when back in Genesis, you know, when Jacob took Esau's blessing, Esau said, "I will slay my brother Jacob." And that spirit still runs through Esau to this day, man. You know, in their spirits, man, in their nature, man. That's their nature, man. They want to slay their brother Jacob, man. All right. That's why you have this 19-year-old go into Buffalo supermarket and slay Jake, man. It says, though he humble himself, you know, this guy crying and weeping his eyes, he's humbling himself. It says, and go crouching, and yet take good heed and beware of him. Thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away. All right, so even though he humbled himself and go crouching, you know, you must still take good heed and beware of him, man. All right, you know, because then you know you shall know that you know his rust have not been altogether wiped away, man. You know, even though he come to you with peace and forgiveness and apologies, you know, his rust have not all the way been wiped away, man. All right, if the devil could, he would do it again, man. It says, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. And thou at the last remember my words, and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? So who will pity a charmer that was bitten by the serpent, man? All right, you know, because when you got a charmer, man, it's the guy, you know, that plays around with the little serpent, you know, and he's charming the serpent, man. But when that serpent bites the charmer, you know, who's gonna pity him, man? Because he put himself in that predicament. He put himself right next to that serpent, you know. Same thing as them, someone that will come nigh unto wild beasts, man. These guys are wild beasts, you know. And you try to make yourself equal and cool with these wild beasts, they're gonna bite you. All right, they will bite you. It says, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? All right. It says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. So for a while he will abide with you, but when you begin to fall, He will not tarry. He will not tarry to stab you in your back. Call you a nigger. He will not tarry, man. All right. It says an enemy speak sweetly with his lips, and as you see it, he trying to speak sweetly with his lips from that script, man, that he was reading. We got the little tears almost falling down his face. There's just one more little blink, and that tear would have fell down. All right. He got the little sad little frown on his face. It says, but in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit. All right. So in his heart he imagined how to throw thee into a pit, man. All right. That whole thing with the supermarket, man. That was, he planted that, man. All right. He planted that, man. You know, he had extra ammo with him, extra guns with him. Because he planned to kill multiple of Jake's, man. All right. He planned how to throw throw them into a pit, man. All right. It says he will weep his eyes. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. So he will weep with his eyes, as you see it in the picture, man. He's weeping with his eyes, man. But if he find the opportunity again to do it again, man, he will not be satisfied with blood, man. He will continue to do it, over and over again if he had the chance, man. All right. But that's all I want to get on that, man. I just want to get into that short, quick lesson. You got Jake still trying to be equal with the damn serpent, and be sawdust as ever, and you got this devil lying with his lips. All right. But that's all I want to get on that. I want to give double honor to elders and apostles, great millstone. Peace and blessings to the full leg once again. All praises to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Hope all was edified. Shalom.